I tried to fade my hair and nothing happened. So most people complain that they can't keep their hair color in. This isn't even a flex because I want to change my hair. Welcome back to my channel. It's Pixie again, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Pixie. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you happy doing right now. I hope you're doing it fabulously and safely and taking care of yourself and your loved ones. And tonight I'm doing an awkward video surprise. If you're new here, all I do is awkward. I'm gonna turn off my computer volume because sometimes I get alerts. Anyway, this is gonna be a 2 a.m. ramble, but I was inspired by a beauty rave. I'll leave a card up here and leave her in the description down below. She did her favorite palettes for spring today, or last night. Anyway, I watched her video and I was inspired, but I'm not gonna do spring makeup. I'm just gonna talk about the palettes I really like these days that I've been reaching for, and all the palettes and companies I mentioned are cruelty free, which is a big deal for me. I try to make sure all of my makeup is cruelty free, and if it's not, I hate finding out that it's not, but it is what it is, you know. But once I find out that company is not, I try not to buy from them. But I don't buy a lot of makeup these days anyway because I have so much, and that's not even bragging, it's just a real problem. I need to downsize again. But I just told myself last year when I reorganized my vanity, I told you and I told myself I don't need to buy makeup for a while until I hit pan on at least something, because I have so much makeup, it's stupid. And I rarely order from Ulta. I usually go to well, pre-situation in the world, I would always buy my makeup from places like Bell's Outlet, which is a Florida-based outlet, but it's kind of like Ross and Marshall's. Well, it's south. It's in the south. You might have a Bell's if you're in the southern states. Anyways, Bell's Outlet is one of my favorite places to shop, or was. I don't go places anymore. And most of my makeup was just discounted. I rarely buy high-end makeup. I don't buy anything that probably costs more than $20, and the only palette I have not purchased myself, like I would say the only palette that would breach the $25 tier would be like my Urban Decay, but that was gifted to me, and I don't even reach for it that much, so I kind of feel bad that I don't. But anyways, first you can see this neon orange pink number that I'm dealing with today. Okay. We're off to a great start. This is 2 a.m. This is 2 a.m. and this makeup has been on my face since about 6 p.m. But I am wearing the Revolution Forever Flawless Birds of Paradise, and I did mention this to Beauty Rave. It was a decent price. It has the bunny on the back. I do love Revolution's palettes, and they are so pigmented and so bright. I haven't really figured out how to use this rose gold. It's just a weird texture. I'm not sure. It's kind of greasy. Like, it just kind of goes on like that, so I haven't really like played around with that, but when I did, I was like, that's just, it's like the only thing I don't like about this palette. But if you want a bright rainbowy palette, I would highly recommend this. There is fallout, but that happens with mattes. By the way, if you're watching this, I am not a professional beauty guru at all, but I like to have fun with makeup, and I'm happy with this. There is fallout because of the mattes, but it's a good palette. I highly recommend it. And look at the packaging. I like the tin, and I have a parrot at my mom's house, so I will do anything to get my hands on something that is parrot themed. And yeah, so I'm gonna be right back, and I'll get the rest of the makeup ready, and yeah, we'll get started. I also wanted to mention that, hi, focus, I tried to fade my hair and nothing happened. So most people complain that they can't keep their hair color in. This isn't even a flex because I want to change my hair and it's not budging. But so what we decided we're going to do is I'm going to bleach the roots and try to do a rainbow fade, but anyways, that has nothing to do with anything. Let's get on with the video. The next brand I really like, and they are really, really cheap. They're considered a drugstore brand, but because they don't go out, I don't know if they're actually at drugstores. It's Profusion. This is the Mixed Metals palette, and there's the bunny on the back. I'm not going to show you every bunny on the back, but I just want to make a point that these are all cruelty free. But for this palette, I usually use these as base colors for my eyeshadow, and they are just amazing. I love this palette for neutrals or base colors. It is really good. I mean, like, could I be more descriptive? It's really good. I have words today, I promise. And my nose just started running. But I usually go for Pixie or Polite for my base colors, but all these warm tones work really well. And then this color down here, which is called Tricky, is this beautiful brown, like you can see the shimmers in it, and it's like this cocoa color, which is really good for like an eyeliner color or a wing. So I really like that, and it has like a vanilla scent to it. So I really do like these, and I'm not even much of a neutral person, but I reach for this a lot, at least for my base colors and starter colors before I go into my rainbow goodness. And I just love the packaging because it's all glittery. So moving on, I need a place to put these so I don't reach for the same one. But this one I was gifted by my dear friend Raven. This is by YMH Beauty, and I did look them up. They are cruelty free, and this is just an amazing palette. I don't know where she got it, but I will try to link it down below. And these pigmented colors are just, they are everything. If you need a neon rainbow palette, this is very similar to the Birds of Paradise. It's just smaller. So I usually take this to travel. Look at these beautiful, oh, they're just so good. They're so good, and the packaging is just phenomenal. I love this little watercolor rainbow moment. I can't swatch every single color because we'll be here all night, but there's the pink and the yellow, which is called Colorful Bridge for the pink, and then the yellow is called Heavy Rain. But I reach for this a lot. Super, super cute palette. Everything's super cute, but otherwise I wouldn't mention these palettes if I didn't like them. That's the point of this video. So the next ones, they kind of go hand in hand, but they're different companies. I love my My Little Pony Color Pop. I do not know if this is available. You might be able to find it on eBay, but it's based on the classic My Little Ponies, and this is just a super cute palette. And it has mostly pastels in it, but I just love what ColourPop did with their version of My Little Pony. The colors have really good payoff, so I reach for this a lot when I want a more neutral, like a softer rainbow kind of deal, look, whatever. And following up with that is Pure Cosmetics, the My Little Pony movie palette. Again, I got this at Kohl's, and I paid full price for it, I think, but I had like Kohl's cash, so I didn't actually pay the $29, but if you can find this, it is a great palette. And this is the only plastic I never got rid of because it has Twilight Sparkle on it. And you get the little mirror, and these are the colors. So this is another, like, I usually take this to travel because it has the brights, the neutrals, and the in-betweens, and a couple shimmers. So this is a good palette for me to like take on vacation because I don't like taking the giant palettes if I'm only staying for a couple days and I need to like narrow down my makeup bag. This is a good palette to go to. And Pure Cosmetics is cruelty free, but of course, me being obsessed with My Little Ponies, I had to have both My Little Pony palettes because I'm special. And another company that you can't really find anymore, but if you can find them, they're great. They were really popular for a minute, and they're known for their dupes, but I know there's like mixed feelings about dupes. Like, do you want to buy the really expensive one, or do you want to pay less money and have more makeup? I know, but Bad Habit and Face Candy are known for their dupes, or they were. I do believe these are discontinued, but I've seen people sell them on Poshmark and eBay. But this is the Aftershock palette. It's kind of like the YMH palette in the size and the amount of colors, but look at these beautiful colors. So this would be another like rainbow-ish go-to palette for me if I just wanted something like easy to slip in my purse or my overnight bag. And there's the purple called BPM, and it has a slight shimmer to it. But yeah, this is just another good travelable, like compact type palette if you can get your hand on it, and Bad Habit is cruelty free, or was. It was unfortunate that they went out of business along with Face Candy, which I think Face Candy and Bad Habit were actually the same. And there used to be this app called Hush on, like, you know, you could download on your iPhone or your Android, and they just did really cheap dupes and you could earn points, but unfortunately they went out of business. So moving on to Face Candy, and I have a bonus highlighter for you. This is Disco Fever. I reach for this a lot when I want a darker, glam, glitzy look. And so there is the palette, and they also have like the same kind of theme going on as kind of like the Rainbow My Little Pony palette, but just like with muted colors. I love this black eyeshadow. It's one of the best I've tried. Unfortunately, like I said, these are discontinued, so you can probably try to find them on eBay. Poshmark, and a lot of them are new, not used. So, and following up with that for Face Candy, I had to look at, like, where am I, is one of their highlighters. I love this Unicorn Glow palette. I mean, just look at that. Look at that rainbow holographic goodness, and these highlighters are so bright. So bright. I love them so much. So if you can find Face Candy, it is a great brand. They are cheap, they are cruelty free, and the payoff is really, really good. So I only have a couple more to show you and talk about, because these are ones I reached for recently. This is not even like, sadly, half of my makeup. Ugh, gross. Ugh, let me get the other pile. Yay, we're back. Okay, so this isn't a palette I reach for a lot, but I feel like she should have like an honorable mention. Is if you can find Paris Hilton makeup for the price, her stuff is great, and it's cruelty free, of course. But when I do reach for it, it's more like if I'm in a neutral mood. But I do like her highlighters, which I didn't bring one into this room. But this is her Girl Boss palette, which is definitely a neutral palette, and it's probably a dupe of something that I just can't put my finger on it because I don't follow like what they're trying to be. But it just looks familiar to me, so maybe it's one of the Naked palettes. But it just has the neutrals, and I like the stamps. It just says Girl Boss and has like dollar signs, so it's really clever. But yeah, these are just a bunch of neutral toned shimmers. And this one called Cinderella, which is the eye, is actually another base that I reach for if I don't have my mixed metals by Profusion. But yeah, Paris Hilton does make a decent, affordable, cruelty-free palette if you can find her. I usually find her stuff at places like Marshall's and TJ Maxx. And next we have BH Cosmetics, and there is, if you've made it this far, there's actually a bonus giveaway, and I'll do the details in the description down below if you want this palette, because I have two, but there is a catch on why I'm giving one away, which is not used. But I'll explain in a minute. BH Cosmetics, I have 3 palettes here because I love BH so much. They are kind of like in the mid-range to me. They're not drugstore, but they're not super high-end. But like, I would still say they're less than $25. I think Trending in Tokyo, which is not the giveaway, sorry. I think Trending in Tokyo is only $18. But just like the other ones, this is a rainbow neon-ish palette. So this is a good starter rainbow. It even has a red in there, a yellow, and orange. And I did a review and a makeup video using this one. Wine break, I'm losing my voice. I have used this in a couple videos before, so I will leave cards up above showing the payoff, but this is a great one. And BH Cosmetics is cruelty free, but Trendy in Tokyo is one of my go-tos. And the giveaway part is I have the MarvyCorn palette by Marvyn Magnificent. This was a collab with a YouTuber, and he doesn't speak English. But when I found this palette, I loved it, and I found it on eBay. So this is mine that I have used, and it's just a good mix of neutrals, and you can use these in the middle as highlighters or eyeshadows. I haven't been swatching these because I'm running out of room, but that is neutral, and it's one of those heart pans right here that is called Sheesh. But I reach for this a lot. There is some fallout, but look at that cute little packaging. But that's not why I got it. I actually like the colors. But yeah, I just think that's super cute. So you have a little bit of color and then you have a little bit of neutrals, so you can do it either way. So the reason I'm giving one of these away is because when I ordered mine off eBay, this highlighter was shattered, but everything else was intact. So when I messaged eBay seller, I thought I'd have to send this back, and she just sent me another one. So the one that is broken is right here, and I've never used it. You can even see the plastic on it, but you can see right there how it's broken, but it's easily fixable, or if you're careful you can still use it, but it'll just get messy. But if you want this, read the description down below and comment and let me know. And I don't know when I'll do the giveaway. I really didn't plan this, but I might do a follow-up video for this if enough people comment. So yes, it's the MarvyCorn by Marvyn Magnificent by BH Cosmetics, and it has the slipcover and the plastic has not been removed. It's just that highlighter is not intact. But if you want, I can fix it for you. So let me know down below if you want this. Moving on, and the last BH Cosmetics palette I have is called Foil Eyes. I just threw the slipcover over there. This is I would say it's a rainbow, but it's more of like an all-in-one kind of eyeshadow palette. So you just have this little hard plastic cover, and these are all shimmers. That's why I love this palette. I haven't dipped into it enough, but I do recommend this palette. I love it. It's a great starter palette. If you don't know what to buy, I would highly recommend starting with one of the BH Cosmetics, because they have a little bit of everything. So you have neutrals on this side, and then in the middle you have some metallic brights, and then on this side you've got some more neutrals and some pastels. But this was a great freaking pickup. It's just a good standard palette. So this is another one that I would probably take traveling, so I have a little bit more options instead of taking like 6 different palettes for a 3-day trip. Definitely guilty of that. But yeah, so if you're not sure on how to start buying eyeshadows, I would suggest something like this where you have a lot of options, play around with it, and then branch out. Like, I don't like buying a lot of makeup not knowing what I want. But yeah, Foil Eyes, 28 colors, and they're big pans too, so you know this is gonna last you. And you can see a little bit of fallout right here, like where the greens are, but you know, for the price, it's awesome. And the last brand I want to talk about, I have only found this brand on shopmissa.com, but Shop Miss A is really cheap anyway. I think these palettes go for like $8 to $10, or maybe even 12, but $12 for the size of these. You can't complain. But this one is A20 or A02. That's the brand. Like, that's the only thing that says any brand on it at all. But this is the Over the Rainbow palette, so this is another good starter palette if you want a little bit of everything, and cruelty free. But then look at this little library of rainbow colors. And I did another video reviewing this one too. I love doing rainbow reviews on eyeshadows, so I will leave a card for this one as well. But even though they're not in your face neon, you can still get a subtle rainbow out of these, or you can just use duos or one on its own, and the payoff is really good for the price. And the last one I wanted to talk about is the same brand, the A20 or A02, however you want to read that, is the Violets Are Blue. So if you want a more blue tone, obviously more toned down color library, this is probably for you. So you have all of these beautiful purples, blues, there's a sea green, there's like shimmer, every other one seems to be a shimmer, and then like a lot of mattes, and then you have the neutrals on the bottom. So I thought this would be just a great starter one, and that they're cruelty free is really reassuring to me, because let's not hurt the animals, okay? And for the price, it's just great. So yeah, I really like this one as well. So anyways, I will leave a description about the giveaway in the description down below. Comment if you're interested, and then like I said, I'll probably do a quick follow-up video about how I'm going to do the giveaway if anybody is interested in winning this palette. I know it's broken, but you can still enjoy it, and if you want me to fix the highlighter before I send it off, I will, but just know that it will be opened. And I know for a fact that I need you to be 18 or older and in the US, please. But I will give further details in a follow-up video probably tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this, and had a nice little glimpse inside my makeup collection, and maybe this will interest you in finding your own palettes that are cruelty free, especially if you're not into makeup yet and don't know where to start, or this inspires you to start wearing makeup you already have instead of buying more, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who has way too much and never reaches for their makeup enough before they start buying new stuff. So anyways, I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of my little YouTube journey, and I hope you're wearing whatever makes you happy, because that's the whole point of this channel, because as long as it's not hurting anybody, you should wear whatever you want. And I love you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, awkward bye, Pixie out. Love you.